First known as the Meadowlands, EA Sports welcomes you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Riley Patterson is the kicker, and he's got it on the tee. And off we go here on Monday night. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Right to the air goes Young. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion. And then really, it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
That's into the hands of the fullback. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
From the gun, it's Young. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game? They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll run with the 2nd-round pick in the April draft. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. The linebacker, Jerome Baker, there to make the play. 2nd down and 8. They put Kelsey in motion. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Third down, 3 to go. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down. The Giants sending out their punter. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Kayvon Thibodeau with the stop. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Young going for it all. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down. Play action now. Prescott. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll turn and hand this one off. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Patterson's kick is good. And the Giants will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Now Young. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Young going to give it to Brooks. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. 3-0 is our score. More from MetLife Stadium after this. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. We'll go once more with Brooks. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. That's Dexter Lawrence in for the tackle. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it with Brooks. And he's going to have a Panthers first down. They're able to convert on 3rd and short, picking up 4.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
2 first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Young going up top. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
That's taken it. It's Xavier Leggett. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Great pre-snap identification by the quarterback, realizing that the blitz was coming and exactly where the soft spot in the defense would be. He's able to put that slant route right on the front shoulder pad of his receiver. Leads to a real nice run after catch and brings up first down.
A carry now for Brooks. Good running inside the 25. And he's going to take this all the way home. Jonathan Brooks. Touchdown, Panthers. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Play fake. Prescott. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. Fires left sideline. That is complete. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around. If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
That is 14 for the second time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a first down. They'll stay on the ground. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Prescott. To the right side, hauled in by Kelsey.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try to get this one on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. Out comes Riley Patterson to try the field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This going to be returned from right around the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A run with Brooks to begin this drive. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Throwing on 2nd down, Young gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. They run out of the gun with Brooks. Finding space at the 15. The speed on display. He's in. Jonathan Brooks. Touchdown, Carolina. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Panthers will take a 14-6 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The play action. It's Prescott. This one complete right side. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. On play action, here's Dak. He'll check this down to the running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Now a second down throw for Prescott. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield. Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. First down, Prescott. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Second down, Prescott. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. That a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball. And got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game. I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15. Set to go now on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Second down and 3. They'll keep it on the ground here again. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. James Bradbury up from his corner spot to make the stop. So we have hit halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Dak going to throw it here on first down. That'll be caught by the running back, Singletary. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Young. The pressure gets there, and down he goes, back inside the 20-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Quick throw here is complete. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Young. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second. On now is the punt team for the Panthers, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. First and 10 now from the 36. They put Kelsey in motion. And now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. He keeps it himself.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's going to be dropped underneath for Singletary. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
Return man steering clear of this one. They're going to mark it down at the 20-yard line. First and 10. Young. Here comes the screen to Brooks. This one could be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
A second down throw for Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
He's got his man. That's Leggett. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14. On play action, Young. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Leggett. And it'll lead to a second down. A toss, and here's Brooks. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Third and 9. Here's the pistol snap to Young. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Singletary. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the play fake, Dak. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 35 yards. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Prescott. Now a screen going to be set up for Singletary. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
I'll give to Singletary on the zone read. He fumbled the football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
Left side in the hands of Neighbors. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter.
14, Giants 12.
A big play looming here. They need to convert. It is 3rd and inches. They'll run here. He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. That's going to bring up 4th down. So now, pressure situation for Riley Patterson. This to take the lead here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll stick to the ground. Yeah. Oh, a loose football. One of the Giants has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw. But think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that 3rd down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. Let's see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. The motion man is Sanders. He'll run, and he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on 2nd down, Young. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. From the gun, it's Young. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
Punting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. Here's 1st and 10. Back near his goal line, Prescott. He'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And it'll be marked down up around the 18-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Here's a run with Singletary. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll put a receiver in motion right. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
Once you see that guy coming across the formation pre-snap, Mike, you have to be thinking jet sweep instantly. It's just such a dangerous play that always has the potential for this type of yardage, especially when he wins that race to the edge.
A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. They put Kelsey in motion. Trying to set up the screen, but he just had to spike that one. This will be incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3.
A 3-yard pickup.
Second and 7. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. The Panthers, they're going to burn their third and final timeout. Talk things over before third down.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
On third down, they'll run with Tracy. He'll get the first down inside the 15. 18 yards on the pickup there and a first down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to an E. So it's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get it done. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.